Hi there, my name is Michael Beall. I'd like to talk to you a little bit this afternoon about Workspace Essentials, just exactly what Workspaces can contain, and a little overview on what a typical workspace condition might be, and maybe a little trick or two that we can see on Workspaces. Bottom line, the Workspaces are the edges of your drawing window. It's not the content, it's not the geometry, it's the menu bar position, it's the ribbon position, it's the toolbars you may have on the side. It actually also includes the position of the command line. So what let's do is let's first of all create a workspace just to save one that we can go back to and see what happens as we update each workspace condition. To do that, we can go up here into the Quick Access toolbar, and in AutoCAD 2011 and AutoCAD LT 2011 you have a workspace switching drop-down list. By default you'll probably see the 2D drafting and annotation workspace displayed, but we'll click the drop-down there, come down to Save Current As. So we'll do Save Current As, and yesterday in the Autodesk University session we called this AU Tool Belt. So I'll just create a workspace called AU Tool Belt. And what that does is that creates a new workspace. There is an ability to allow AutoCAD to track your changes. That feature does exist. However, what I have found in the field, it's probably best not to set that up. If you were to discover that, I think maybe you should leave that to not retain the changes. So what we'll do is we'll make a change to the workspace, then we'll go back and we'll update this AU tool belt that we have. So let's make a change to our workspace. For example, one of the things we can do is we can move a ribbon tab. So I'll take my Home tab and I'll move it over here to the right and put it after Express Tools. So we're doing a little customization of the ribbon here. Another thing that we can do is we can perhaps turn off a panel in a ribbon that you may not be using. I'm going to turn off the Properties panel over here, so I can right-click on the ribbon and I'll go to Panels, and of course the panels display, the panels that are displayed are based on what the current tab is, so I'll come down here and turn off Properties. All right? So I've made a change to that. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the menu bar. So at the end of the Quick Access toolbar, there's this little drop down, and I'll come down here to Show Menu Bar. All right, so that's coming up. So remember how I said it had, the workspace has to do with the edges, the perimeter, if you will, of the screen. So we've made a change here. So what let's do now is let's save these changes. So I'm going to come up here to the drop-down list. We'll do Save Current As. Now your initial intent would be, oh, I need to type it back in again. Not the case. We have a drop-down list here. We click in the drop-down list, go to AU Tool Belt, then we'll hit Save. As you might suspect, it's going to say, hey, do you want to redefine this? It already exists. You click Replace. All right. Now what we've done is we've updated our AU Tool Belt with these changes. Now standard testing procedures apply. What we can do is let's go back to the original 2D drafting and annotation workspace. All right, as you see right there, the Home tab runs back to the left, the menu bar goes away. You go, well, I'd like to get my AU Tool Belt workspace back. So I click up here in the drop-down list, come down to AU Tool Belt, and it comes back. All right. So what let's do is let's make one other real quick change. I'm going to take the command line, move it up to the top. Now you make a change, don't forget, if you make a change to your edges, you need to Save Current As, your AU Tool Belt. We'll do a couple of quick checks on this. We'll say, what was it like originally? All right, what's it like now? And there's just a real quick overview on how to set up a workspace.